I'm bigger than you, so shut up.
Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
This week, on the Tower of Technobabble, it's our big Season 3 finale, and we've taken out all the stops. Seriously, there are no stops whatsoever. Daggor joins us, and we begin by examining lies told in country music, veer into dangerous emerging animal behaviors, examine some of the unexpected heroes in the fight against snakes, ponder why the unicorns actually died out, and then end it all with another round of chicklet theater. Seriously, has anyone seen the stops? I can't find them anywhere. Welcome to the Tower of Technobabble.
Why did we get so much tinsel? Why is there so much tinsel?
Because you're tinsel heavy.
Move the bronze angel.
Oh, that's where the bronze angel goes.
I could move it if your foot would get out of my face.
It's just so heavy.
Well, you wanted the human pyramid.
Why do we have to get so much stuff?
It's fine for me. I'm on top.
Guys, I'm starting to slip.
Where's Towerbot?
Hey,
Where the hell's
hold it
Towerbot?
still.
I can't hold still, or I would.
Towerbot, I need someone to. I need a spot. Towerbot, where the hell's Towerbot?
He's sulking because we wouldn't
Whoa.
help him with Robo Kwanzaa.
Whoa. Paul, get your foot out of my ear.
Whoa.
We need help. Dave, activate the geek transporter randomizer thing quick.
Whoa.
I can't get a hand on it.
Well, then use your foot. Kick it.
Hang on. You don't kick a fine piece of it.
Somebody should turn this into a ride.
Forget the settings. Just kick it. Kick it.
What? Where am I? Guys!
Hold me, Brian. Hold me.
Christmas miracle.
Hold me up.
What the? Oh,
Okay.
what the?
Okay. All right.
Help.
Okay.
Oh, guys! Ow! That's my ow!
All right, Paul. Get down. Get down, Paul.
You should really get on this thing.
Climb out of the tree, Paul. Jesus. Hey. Jesus is the reason for the season, but Jesus, God.
Who wanted that damn thing hung by the chimney with care anyway?
Well,
We have 20-foot ceilings.
Why does our chimney have to be so damn big? Why?
Well, you know what they say, big chimney, big... No, never mind.
Big heating bill.
big feet.
I know.
It's a string of Christmas lights. 3 guys can't do this. I mean, what's the deal?
Well, not these 3 guys.
Well, it looked bigger in the box, I guess. I don't know.
You keep telling yourself that, honey.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, Brian. Launch you
Hey,
here.
Brian.
You want to do a podcast?
Oh, sure. I got nothing better to do.
Okay, good.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
of
In
the
fact,
season.
It's our big Christmas special, isn't it? Hey, guys,
is.
it's Christmas.
No, our big Christmas special is next week. This is our big season ender.
Oh, Christmas
season
Eve
finale.
ender. Okay. Episode 50, right? Episode 50?
Big 5-0.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right.
And that, Brian, is why we had to decorate. It's not because of, Christmas. It's because of 50.
Well, if we get nominated for a Golden Globe or something and the paparazzi coming by, I want this place to look nice.
I don't want any more Golden Globes. We can't put anything else up on that damn tree. It's practically leaning because of that bronze angel Paul wanted to put on the damn
Hey.
light.
It's a Golden Globe.
It's
goes on the other
aesthetically
side.
pleasing. What can I say?
Those bows weren't built for Golden Globes. Guys, you're headed for trouble.
When you said Golden Globe, I was thinking of something completely different. But anyway.
I don't think we were.
Well, where's my scotch? Okay. Blah, 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 Tower Technobabble Season 3, Season finale. I'm the repeater.
I'm the conduit.
And I'm Kentucky Slim. And joining
Daggor,
us,
Scotchy.
Scotchy Scotch.
Thank you. All right. Well, big season finale. We're not coasting today because,
We've got a plan.
we've
We're
got
fiddling.
we've got a script and everything. So, no coasting tonight.
Hell no. We're shifting our little gears in our deraillers and yeah.
Well,
And we got no brakes.
shift on.
Crap.
Tonight on
Tread Shoe Diaries.
Okay.
Yeah, finally came out of your room, Towerbot, huh? What the hell, man? Where were you when we needed you?
Well, I don't need pinchers. I tell you that. I don't need pinchers helping me.
Not until I have a couple more scotches in me.
Ooh. All right. So, I don't even know what that joke means, but let's just keep going. All right.
Well,
so
those jokes don't mean anything. It's just the way you say it. You know, hey, you're gonna read the letter. Boom, yeah. You know, so.
Yeah, and incidentally, I am going to read the letter.
Okay.
So, we got this 12-page letter here, and
trim it down a bit.
It goes like this. Dear Towerbot, the country song you guys go on about is very inaccurate. I say rain don't make corn. Corn seeds make corn. Rain only provides the nutrients to the corn. But I guess that would be a terrible song. Signed, Rich Person in Oldham County. Well, he goes on a bit at length. But I've omitted most of it.
Very good summary. I'm glad you cut out all the meteorological stuff.
Yeah.
Where's my scotch?
That's what.
Scotch.
That's what
But
I did.
awesome, a rich guy. The demo has gone up for this podcast.
Well, he's just the one, you know.
But
Well,
still, affluence.
It's gone up.
Yeah.
Well, Rich,
He's 1% of our audience.
We got a letter from the 1%.
Oh, man. We're going places, baby.
Make it good, Towerbot.
Dear Rich, when you say that the country song is inaccurate about rain making corn, you are certainly correct. Rain only provides a transfer medium where corn seeds can pull nutrients from the soil to construct a plant based on the genetic blueprint it carries. It's like saying blood makes bones. It's just not accurate. Sadly, the phrase transfer medium doesn't translate into country music very well. But, before you break your arm patting yourself on the back for catching a logic flaw in country music, Mr. King of Oldham County, I should point out that this is only one of the latest mistakes in that genre. Country music is a minefield of logic bombs, mistaken ideas and just plain wrong thinking. Your cheating heart will, in fact, not tell on you. It's your disposition, behavior and lack of a proper poker face that will give you away. Sometimes you should count your money when you're sitting at the table, because then you'll know how to bet properly. Betting more than you have will get you shot in most of the poker games I've been in. While I've known some dead sexy farm equipment, I'm willing to bet that she, in fact, does not think your tractor is actually sexy. She may, in fact, be a shopping mall developer and is just after your land. While there may be a trace amount of whiskey in any river at any given time, there is not, in fact, a whiskey river, and you should never operate a boat, float or raft while intoxicated. The devil didn't actually go down to Georgia. If you keep track of the news at all, it's obvious that he actually went down to Florida, bought a condo and is there to this very day. Don't even get me started on rock music. People who rock all night and party every day might seem glamorous, but they're actually pretty annoying and will soon be homeless and or dead, or at least asking to spend the night on your couch. I swear I don't understand you meatbags sometimes. There's nothing but binary truth in my favorite song, 100101010101010101010. It'll break your heart, man. Love, Towerbot.
Boom! Take that, Rich!
Oh, and just remember when a rock singer wants to sleep on your couch, just look them in the eye and say, "I don't remember owing you anything." There you go.
Hey, he's actually more asking, "Can I have your couch?"
Yeah.
It's like loaning money to relatives. You don't, you go ahead and the couch is the loss at that point.
Yeah, sure. As long as you take it somewhere else, that's fine.
Well, of course, the lesson here is rain do make corn, and Christmas rain make candy corn. What? Was that right?
No, that's
No, it's
Halloween
Halloween
rain. Yeah.
Oh, scary rain make candy corn? I don't know.
When does it chocolate rain again?
Oh, Lord.
Chocolate rain is something you don't want to look at on Google.
Okay.
Christmas rain make candy cane.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
But what about purple rain?
Purple rain just breaks hearts.
Hell yeah, baby.
Purple rain make the dove sing?
Make the dove cry.
No,
Make the
they
dove sing.
don't. That is so illogical.
Purple rain make the dove sing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking of animals,
Now it's time for the DOT Science Update.
Science update. Guys, are you scared?
I'm terrified.
Always.
Scared. Kentucky Slim, are you scared?
Not yet.
Well, maybe for Christmas, I'm going to get you scared.
Now I'm scared.
Okay.
Wait,
because,
shouldn't
guys,
we have done this like 3 months ago?
It's time to get scared. Because crocodiles and alligators have been observed using tools to hunt birds.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm intrigued, more than frightened.
Like slingshots and revolvers, or
Now, when I say tool, I mean stick. But still, come on, guys. They are using the sticks as a tool to lure in unsuspecting birds. In other words, gators and crocs have been scientifically observed baiting, using an object as a lure to get potential prey to come close and are hence easier to catch. What? Now, I'm a little bit scared about this development. You know, the gators are getting smarter here. This behavior has been observed in crocodiles that live in India. We're sure thinking, okay, good. But also in alligators that live in these here United States. Now,
Like the fluffy alligators we've had before.
no, sir. Now, what they do is this. These tricky little bastards lie partially submerged. You know, just pretending to be a log, you know, and they're lying in wait right next to known bird hangouts, like bird colonies. And get this, they have the sticks balanced on the tops of their snouts. So the birds, which usually is an egret or a heron, will approach this quote-unquote log, bend down to grab the stick for use in building their nests, you know, and wham! The trap is sprung and the crocodile/alligator has itself a bird nugget. Now, guys, this is tool use because the sticks are objects that are being employed for a specific function. So, you know, science is all over itself cheering because this technique demonstrates that these lizards are able to use tools and bait their prey, something that we used to think crocodilians weren't smart enough to actually do, you know?
crocodilians.
Crocodilians! That's their genus or whatever. So
That's our gang name.
now, the alligators/crocs appear to have developed this idea from watching the birds. They observe that sticks are being retrieved by the birds from the water, and get this, they even seem to have figured out what time of the year the birds are building their nests, and that's when they use these stick lures. Guys, I'm panicking. What if they start bouncing Snicker bars on their freaking noses? I'd be a goner, you know? Oh, someone left a Reese's Pieces on this log here, and then my hand would be gone. So,
Oh,
now-
look, a piece of candy.
exactly.
Oh, look, a timeshare ad.
Oh, look, a Bigfoot.
They're getting smarter, man. I know. And get this, the name of the croc that is doing this in India, it's the Crocodilius palustrius, a.k.a. the mugger crocodile. I'm not making this up, man.
Maybe he just fell into a bad crowd.
So, you know what, and get this, science is saying that this isn't random chance, you know, we're just floating sticks just happen to drift by and get stuck onto an alligator nose, because according to science, the floating sticks are rare in these pools because the trees, which are the cypress and the water tupelos, whatever, they don't really shed twigs, but also because nesting birds rapidly take out twigs to use for nest building. And again, they're only doing it during the times of the year that they build nests. So guys, this is not good news. I mean, smart alligators. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap.
So, like, if we were building a add-on to our house, we shouldn't just get a tub of spackle we just find laying on a big stick.
Exactly. Don't think, oh, hey, there's a T-square laying in the pond. I need a T-square. It's just like, this is just the beginning, too. Because, you know, the smart alligators will pass on what they have learned. And,
Well, Repeater, let me just quell your fears. Think about it this way.
okay.
The alligator has been around for millions of years and has been evolving and adapting to be the killing machine that it is for millions of years.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that maybe the next move might not be tomorrow.
No, but but don't you hear what you're saying? They haven't had to use tools for millions of years. Just now they've realized.
Or
hey,
maybe millions of years have passed before they figured it out.
Though that's what they'd like you to think. I've seen a velociraptor work a doorknob. So it can happen.
Exactly. Thank you, man. Pretty soon,
telling you.
we're all going to be like lizard food, just like Newman in that movie. So
Chimpanzees are using money for prostitutes.
exactly, animals are catching on. But I do have an footnote, which is actually kind of long. I'm happy to report that humanity is starting to fight back. Finally. Okay.
Against
let me
alligators?
set the scene. Against the lizard menace. Let me set the scene. Let's say you're on a small island in the Pacific. You know, one of those stereotypical tropical paradises. Now,
The one with the headhunters?
no, there are no headhunters. It's just nice guys there, you know, and so you're there on the beach, you know, and it's lovely, it's sunny, everything's great. What is the one thing guaranteed to harsh your buzz on a tropical island paradise?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Headhunters.
Sunburn.
Nope.
Cannibals.
Nope. How about 2 million snakes?
Whoa.
All at once?
Yeah! The
would be
island in
harsh.
question is the U.S. territory of Guam. And get this. Prior to the 1940s, this island paradise had no native species of snake. Let me repeat that. It was snake free. No native snakes at all. And now, 2 million. So you're probably wondering, how'd they get there? Well, it was all because of World War II. This is one of the war's lesser-known invasions. Okay? The snake in question is the brown tree snake, and somehow these guys accidentally hitched a ride in a military cargo shipment from Australia and Indonesia. And when they got to Guam, an island with no snakes, and therefore no snaky predators, it was like snake heaven, and they just sort of went cray-cray, as the kids say. And it's become an ecological nightmare. They are everywhere, and the brown tree snake is slightly venomous, so it's not that lethal to humans, but they have nearly wiped out the bird population on this entire island. One native species, the Guam flycatcher, has become completely extinct, and there's another species that's unique to Guam that is being bred in captivity with under a 24-hour guard for protection, you know, just so the species will survive. And, and the snakes, they're not only killing off the wildlife, they cause massive regular power failures all over the island because they like to wriggle their way into these electric substations, and they get a lot in there and suddenly sparks fly, and there's been like an average of 80 power failures a year, costing like $4 million in annual costs and all that. And now,
So they're jerks, too.
yeah, they're fighting. They know our weak spots, man, the power. So now the United States has a large military presence on Guam, and they have tried everything from snake traps to snake sniffing dogs to professional snake hunters, but no, the snakes just shake it off, and they totally today have a very healthy population of over 2 million. And Pontius, if you can't picture how many that is on a tiny island, there are some areas where they reach a density of 13,000 snakes per square mile, which, according to my sources, is more concentrated than even in the Amazon rainforest. That's a lot of snake.
Oh, yeah. Imagine Samuel L. Jackson on a plane, and that plane is the width of Arkansas. Like that big, right?
It's yeah. Actually,
That's
it's
a lot
not.
of snakes.
It's Guam is about 30 miles wide and 4 to 12 miles long. No, I got that backwards. It's about 30 miles long and 4 to 12 miles wide. So it's way smaller than Arkansas. But basically,
It all depends on which shore you're looking at, actually.
now, of course, this is the U.S. Are we going to sit back and let these invaders take over?
Yes.
No.
Sorry.
Where's your patriotism, man? You realize that this means war. So hence, last month, the U.S. Air Force sent in 2,000 paratroopers on a suicide mission. And guys,
I thought that was the Japanese.
No. When I say paratrooper, I mean mouse.
Oh.
Really. They dropped 2,000 mice on the island, all with
Wait.
these little bitty parachutes.
Aw.
I am not kidding. I'm going to put a link up on the map so you can see a photo.
That's both horrifying and darling.
Well, us mammals have got to stick together against the reptile menace.
Now, you're saying that we larger mammals should throw smaller mammals at the problem.
You use what you can, man. That's all I'm saying. Now, I feel I should point out that the rodent heroes, because they are heroes, they were not alive when they went on their mission, when they went on their suicide mission. They were not alive. But
wow, that's the definition of a suicide mission.
Well,
but
who got that job? Who's tying parachutes to dead mice all day?
They were heroes. Heroes are, Brian. That's who's doing it. Because these heroic mice were doped with the one substance that apparently stops the dreaded tree snakes in its tracks. Tylenol. No, Tylenol. Apparently, Tylenol to a snake is like kryptonite to Batman. That's right, kids. Kids, we have resorted to chemical warfare. So don't tell Geneva, because Geneva.
I know this would not go over well. They were attacking our
infrastructure. They deserved it.
Well, for some reason, the snakes are uniquely sensitive to acetaminophen, which is the active ingredient in Tylenol, and if you could somehow trick a snake into eating just 80 milligrams of it, it can kill it. And that's about 1/6 of a pill. And
so if you're ever being attacked by a snake,
yeah.
If you're ever being attacked by a snake, wait for a acetaminophen man to come by.
Yeah. Don't pray for Batman or the Flash. Pray for a acetaminophen man. Exactly like you said. That's the one superhero I can get behind.
There are so many rare jobs I'm suited for. This is one of them.
Yeah. And the good news is pigs and dogs and other animals that are a little bit bigger, they would have to eat like 500 of these tainted mouses to get a lethal dose. But snakes,
challenge accepted.
Snakes only need to get one. So the brown tree snake loves to snack on mice, and apparently, so what they do, okay, earlier this month, the counterattacks began. So far, there have been 4 rodent air assaults, and it's part of a $8 million U.S. program that was approved back in February to eradicate the snakes and save Guam's native wildlife. So helicopters make low-altitude flights over the forested area. Then they drop their furry bundles in a timed sequence. And like I said, each mouse is laced with the deadly microdose of Tylenol. And the parachutes are these 2 pieces of cardboard held together by green tissue paper. And it's really kind of clever. So once they fall into the forest canopy, the snakes are like, hey, it's kind of like a stick on a alligator nose. Think I'll get me some of that. And bam! So I want to applaud our brave American paratrooping mice.
Huh.
Well, yeah, but I start throwing dead animals at people. I'm a bad guy.
Nah, well, you need an $8 million grant if you want to get
okay.
Kind of a...
Or some dead critters and some Tylenol.
Sky do make mice.
Sky make mice. Because they're raining down pain-killing death onto the invading snakes. So
rain do make death. Okay. So, all right. Well, there you go.
Yeah. So,
they tried this once before. In Australia, whenever there was a horrible, God, what was the problem they had? It was rabbits. No,
yeah.
was it? Yeah, it was rabbits, and they gave them a disease. There was the rabbit population was going out of control, and so they gave them myxomatosis. It was this disease that spread.
Breath?
Huh?
Is that bad breath?
I don't think so. Okay. It was a disease that spread very rapidly among the rabbits. But
it's like rabbit syphilis.
But the problem was that the rabbits procreated so rapidly that they, the ones that had created a resistance to the disease were the ones that survived, and ultimately it made the problem worse.
So mutant rabbits.
Well,
fortunately, snakes don't. I don't know what the gestation period is for.
There's 2 million snakes versus 2,000 mouse paratroopers. So I don't think they're going to kill all the snakes. I think they're sending a message.
Look, Snake,
Get off of our land!
you're cutting in on our turf.
Oh, but if you, audience, if you go to towertechnobabble.com, we have a link where you can see a picture of a helicopter dropping our brave heroes onto
Dead
the
mice.
snake-infested forest of Guam. So, makes you feel like Christmas. Moving on.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
All right, audience, Daggor, Kentucky Slim, Conduit. Since we're not going to be around for Christmas, I wanted to fit this in quickly. Have you guys ever heard of Bronner's Christmas store?
Never ever.
Where is it?
It is in Frankenmuth, Michigan. And it has the bragging rights of being the world's largest Christmas store in the world.
Just what they sell Christmas.
They just sell Christmas ornaments, Christmas decorations. They sell Christmas.
They sell Christmas.
And
all right.
The wife and I took a pilgrimage there because she really likes Christmas and she's been hearing about this all her life. And it is literally it's and we went in summer, so it was kind of weird. It was like going in a time. I don't know. It was.
It's Christmas in July.
Yeah, and they were. But they always have.
in Australia, it's winter there.
Oh yeah, I should have spoken an accent. But I'm trying to think of a way of describing this. Audience, if you want to type into Google, it's Bronner, Bronner's. And Paul, do you remember that time we went to that Hustler Super store off the truck stop in Ohio, and it was just like.
The one with all
everywhere. Yeah. It's kind of like that, only with Christmas ornaments, and it's like...
Right. No dildos, but Christmas.
Christmas, yeah. And there's like statues everywhere, and if you look up into the rafters, there's little elves everywhere. It's crazy, and the place is absolutely huge, and there's like a 40-foot Santa statue waving at you as you come in. But anyway, so I signed up for the free catalog, and... the catalog, it not only sells you ornaments, it explains them. Like, there's an ornament, part of the thing about this store is anything you can think of, they will have an ornament for it. Like, if you're into corncob pipes, they have a corncob pipe ornament section. I'm not kidding.
What if you're really into Hellraiser?
They probably got that there, man. I'm serious. And this catalog, it's telling, for some reason their big theme this year was animals. And so here's like a ornament with a panda on it, and it tells the legend of the panda about some ancient young girl who gave her life to save a snowy white panda cub, and the panda was very sad and rubbed black ashes on their legs as a sign of mourning. So that's why they're black and white, and it's like I don't know if these are accurate or not,
Well, that's just a load of crap.
Yeah, and then there's a beer ornament, and
I don't buy it.
It tells the story of beer, saying it was considered a valuable source of nutrition, and so the monks brewed it. So it just, I don't know.
At first, I thought you said beard.
Beard. Yeah, they do have beard ornaments. There was a big mustache
nutrients
thing.
of your beard keep things alive.
I'll tell you the funny thing about this store too. Not only do they organize their ornaments according to theme, they also organize them according to color. So say you wanted a yellow car ornament, you could either go to the car section or go to the yellow section, and they would have duplicates of that same ornament there. It just
Wow.
Boy, if you want a rainbow, you're running around all over the place.
Well, yeah, exactly. But they have shopping carts there to help you. But okay, now here's the pig ornament, and it says here next to the pig ornament, according to German tradition, partaking of a roast pork dinner on Christmas Eve will prevent evil and promote prosperity in the new year. So I'm thinking there was a pig. There was a pig shortage in 1938. I'm thinking. Because it didn't prevent evil. See, that's a historical humor. But the reason I wanted to talk to you guys is because they have an ornament with a unicorn on it. And on the back of this ornament is Legend of the Unicorn. And I had never heard the Legend of the Unicorn, so I was like, I'm into Bigfoot and Nessie. It's kind of mythological. I think I'll read this ornament. Here's what the Legend of the Unicorn is, according to Bronner's. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Picture a magical white horse with a big horn. Okay. The mythical unicorn has long been a source of enchantment. Solitary, swift, and graceful, the unicorn had a single spiraling horn growing from its forehead. Sought by many, the unicorn's horn was said to have medicinal and magical properties. Now here's where it gets good. According to legend, the unicorn disregarded Noah's call to get on the ark, preferring to frolic in the rains of the flood. From that day forward, unicorns have existed only in our imaginations. Reading between the line, they all drowned a horrible dying death. So I've
Except
never
for the
heard,
rare aqua unicorn.
have you guys ever heard this story? That the reason we don't have unicorns anymore is because Noah was like, "Hey, unicorn, get your ass on the boat," and they were like, "No, I'm gonna frolic in the rain, la 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 la, splish splash, splish splash."
Yeah, that or either that or Noah got 2 dude unicorns.
Ah.
Or 2
Merry
lady
Christmas,
unicorns.
kids. Don't forget, unicorns are dumbasses.
Yeah,
They were beautiful and stupid.
I just love the way it's phrased. According to legend, the unicorn disregarded Noah's call to board the ark, referring to frolic in the rains of the flood. The very next sentence. From that day forward, unicorns have existed only in our imaginations, i.e., they all died out because they drowned.
You know,
That's like saying all executed serial killers live only in our imaginations now. John Wayne Gacy lives only in our imaginations now.
I think we need to make it a goal to infiltrate Bronner's Christmas Wonderland in Frankenmuth, to go behind the scenes of the storefront, to go back into the stock area to see if there is in fact some crotchety old guy writing these things for the, cause that's my bet. I bet there's somebody back there just sort of pulling these out of the air.
Yeah, this'll shut them up.
Yeah, this sounds sweet and adorable, except for how those unicorns get it.
Suck it, unicorns.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking now, as I'm thinking about it, the unicorn preferred to frolic rather than save himself. Maybe the unicorn evolved into the narwhal. It was magical, so it transformed itself into a magical fish with a giant horn.
It grew fins.
Maybe
Well,
Bronner's is maybe
It's not a
this is-
fish.
Maybe this is Bronner's subtle way of saying that evolution happened. And-
What I think is that Bigfoot threw a saddle on that sucker and they're all scamping out in the wilderness now.
it's a Christmas miracle, no matter how you look at it.
It is a Christmas miracle.
They found high ground.
But I'm just, from this day forward, whenever I see a unicorn on some preschool kid's notebook, and I'm just going to have in my head the vision of a soggy unicorn dancing in the rain saying, "Screw you, Noah. Nothing bad can happen to me. La, la, la."
Glub, glub. Glub, glub, glub. A magical glub.
Either that or they could breathe through their horn snorkel. I don't know.
And Noah sent out the dove and saw many bloated unicorn carcasses.
Floating in the surf. No. Until they magically turned into narwhals. The end.
Or perhaps they turned into olive branches. Who knows?
Moving on.
That's just
Magical! Right.
Christmas miracle.
That was a very lovely story, Repeater.
Thank
I
you.
was afraid there was going to be a tie-in, that maybe you'd go to the store and there'd be garlands made out of dead mice or something.
No, I just kind of got an animal theme. But now that you say it, little mice paratroopers being hung up in trees does kind of sound like Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, hunched over, eyes glazed. Yeah, I like that.
Dead mice paratroopers.
Let me write something on the whiteboard here. Give Daggor a wreath of live mice.
What do you feed this thing?
Whatever comes in contact with it. I think.
Whatever over-the-counter painkiller you happen to have on hand. So. Well, hey, Daggor, every time you come by, it's always a bit of a Christmas miracle when you come by, and
Oh, shucks.
I always get a little, I think of a higher plane. I think of spiritual enlightenment because of your deep and boomy voice, and it makes me want to act.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, come on in because it's time. I said it's time to get holy. Why, Mrs. Pembroke, so good you can make it here today. So good to see you. Have a seat right here in the front pew. We saved it just for you. Now, come on, y'all, don't be shy because it's time to roll on in here. I said it's time. I said it's time. It's time for a little chick-lit theater.
Oh, this is great. Thanks a lot, Repeater. So, we're going to act again. Do I get to be a jolly old Saint Nick or maybe a funny little elf?
Well, here's your script. We prepared it.
Okay, let's see. I'm this, and I'm Satan again. Awesome. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah.
You need a better agent, man. You need to get on a
Tough break,
better
kid.
podcast. Yeah.
Hey, Satan gets a bum rap, but without him, everybody would just be getting along, and who would read that?
Yeah, we wouldn't have to kill snakes because
I would, Dave.
They wouldn't
I would.
given Eve the apple. What?
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
And everybody got along.
The end.
The end.
It frees up all my time. I could do
No
other things.
unicorns had to drown because of man's sins.
I would read one sentence and then I would go in and fill the dishwasher and, do my laundry. It frees up the day.
Sure. Before we get started, LegalBot, you want to hit the disclaimer?
Tower of Technobabble Standard Disclaimer number 403. One of the cornerstones the Tower of Technobabble is built upon is the belief that everyone is entitled to their own faith and belief systems. Live and let live. Along with "Are you going to eat that?" is our motto. If you're a jerk about your belief system and believe that cramming yours down the throats of others is the way to go, however, we consider you fair game, which is our belief system. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Hey, I have a question to throw out
Live
there.
and let live. I love that.
Live and let live.
If by chance Mark from the Nerdology and Blue Box podcast is listening, could you write in and tell me what accent does LegalBot have? I can't
The
place
Tower
it.
of Technobabble.
Northwest Hamptonshire on Avon, I believe.
Yeah, Mark lives in jolly old England, and I'd love to know what accent is that. Anyway.
Is there an Alabama of England?
That's a great question.
Or in Mississippi of England. I'm sure there is.
Are there British rednecks? Is that
Well, yeah, they're gypsies.
well? But there are gypsies here too. But gypsies aren't rednecks, right?
Well, but it's their version of... No, we don't have gypsies. Our gypsies came from over there.
Dude, we have gypsies. There's a show called My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, and it's we got gypsies.
Yeah, but our gypsies came
Send
from
in the
over there.
mice. No, sorry.
Anyway.
Okay,
Yeah.
explain this. Explain the chick track. What is this for people?
Well,
who
Chick
don't
Tracks are little comic books that are a little bit bigger than a business card that are found at truck stops, Kmart's, and other places where they just might be left for the center to find, read a
On top of
read a
urinals.
wholesome, exactly, read a wholesome message, and hopefully get saved through the power and the glory.
Yeah.
And they're also really fundamentalist,
know.
Yeah.
like extremely reactionary fundamentalist,
It's-
which is why they make such great audio plays for us.
Now, are they considered Christian comics? Because it's like a very extreme form of Christianity, right?
Yeah, but it would be a Christian comic. It was sold in Christian bookstores everywhere.
Okay.
Fundamentalist
You can buy these things.
Christianity.
Oh yeah, you can actually get them online, which is where
And you can, this particular one, you can get in English, French, Spanish, and Swedish.
Oh, I would totally get the Swedish one. It would just look evil.
It would look like a catalog from IKEA.
This fits in only 300 square feet.
Now, the thing also about Chick tracts is they have very specific instructions for salvation. They take a lot of the Bible literally, almost too literally, and most of their messages revolve around you are going to die and burn for the rest of time unless you do these very specific instructions as spelled out in Philippians 3:19 or whatever. So
You're getting in the lake of fire just for that.
yeah, just for me saying that,
You're done.
A literal interpretation.
yeah.
Hang it up. You're done.
So just keep that in mind, kids. This isn't your regular mom and pop Christianity. This is crazy, insane
Oh,
Christianity.
well, here we are drawing lines. Come on.
Yeah, I'm drawing that line. I'm balancing a stick on my nose and daring them to cross that line.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, wow, really?
yeah.
All right.
Well, it's the last show of the season. What are they going to do? Cancel us? Come on.
That's true. It's true. It's the finale. We're
The
just
boss is out of
begging
town
for
and
a
we've
fight.
gone crazy.
We're just begging for a fight.
What a cliffhanger.
All right, set the scene. Do we need to set the scene?
Incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, this Chick tract was copywritten in 1989, which means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, picture us with big hair and shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's kind of right on the crux of grunge.
Yeah, right before that happened.
It's Grunge Eve.
It's grunge Eve.
Yeah.
Well, and music is it's relevant here because the name of this Chick tract is Angels.
Question
What?
mark?
Exactly.
Angels?
They started as a Christian quote unquote rock group, but became slaves to rock. But Tom found that Jesus could set him free.
Oh, by the way, I just went to chick.com. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, Conduit. You can apparently get every single printed copy ever in one easy-to-carry box.
The omnibus.
Does it have a handle? Does the box have a handle?
Or handles, plural.
It says one easy-to-carry box. And it only costs $17.
Ooh.
And incidentally, if you're reading this in Swedish, the title of this piece is called Swedish Angels? Sorry.
Is that what they do in Sweden? Just say Swedish everything?
Yeah.
Swedish fish. Yeah, that works.
Swedish
by the way.
toaster?
Goodbye, Swedish mom. I'm off to Swedish high school.
I'm sorry. I know I'm off track, but I just clicked onto the sales page. It has over 100 different stories, and it says your whole family can read them. Find the titles that are just right for you. Place in a basket on the table for your kids' friends to read.
I'm trying to imagine the home in which that takes place.
Oh, we all knew that family.
Oh, and the very first title in the series is Allah Had No Son. So there you go. So,
Wow.
That's very sad.
That's third rail stuff right there.
but yeah, Angels is in this, the one that we are going to dramatize today. So I guess I should stop, get us back on track, on
Right.
the chick track, and prepare for the magic of theater.
Well, LegalBot has volunteered to be our narrator for this one. So, LegalBot, if you'd like to kick us off.
On a cold December night outside a church, the members of the Green Angels band finish loading up their van after yet another dismal showing.
And incidentally, Green Angels in Swedish is Grona Anglar. Okay. We were supposed to get $500 for this gig, man, and that cheap pastor gave us only $200.
We've been had again. Where are all those blessings?
I'm sick of no money. I can't even pay my rent.
How come that preacher stopped us on our rock music? We were putting Jesus into it like all the other rock groups who play in churches.
Yeah. He was just another old fanatic, man. Hey, pull over. Let's get some burgers.
The band pulls the Greasy Spoon Diner and rounds their sorrows in questionable fast food.
There are Christian rock groups that are hot, right? Like, they're really getting down, man.
Hey, look at us. We're a bunch of losers.
There's got to be a way to make it big.
Outside, a shadowy figure lurks outside the Greasy Spoon.
There is, you little jerk. But it's got to be my way.
The shadowy figure enters the diner.
Are Are you guys the Angels? I saw your van out there. I heard you tonight. You were pretty good. But if you could let go and flow, you guys could really hit the charts.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying to them, man.
Yeah, but that preacher was so old-fashioned. He washed us out.
My name is Cipher. How about coming up to my place tonight? I'd like to hear you really get down. I'll give you $500 apiece to play for me.
Wow! But first, let's see the bread.
Here it is. Let's go.
Where have you been all of our lives, Mr. Sipper?
Later, at Cipher Spacious, tasteful with only a hint of evil pad.
Sorry. Man, look at the view of the city. This guy, Cipher, is really loaded.
You three are wasted. Do you have an agent?
Nah, we couldn't even afford one.
I'm available. Are you guys really Christians? Like in solid?
Not really solid. You know how it is.
Oh, yeah, I know. Would you die for your beliefs?
Die? Nah, I don't think any of us would go that far.
Well, if you go with me as our agent, I can make you number one. But I'm not playing games. It's got to be done my way. I'll make you rich and famous. You can have anything you want. Groupies, booze, drugs, money. Well, best of everything. No more sleazy motels. You'll go first class, worldwide.
Oh, man. But there's got to be a catch to this.
Yeah, but whatever it is, it'll be worth it, dude.
Just sign this contract, each of you, and the world is yours. But there's only one catch.
What is it?
I want all of you to sign it in your own blood.
Blood? That is really gross, man.
Nah, dude, you'll get used to it. Who cares? Just shut up, Lucky, and sign.
Just trust me and sign on the bottom line. Do it!
And, after a brief bout of finger pricking and signing.
Now you're mine! Lock, stock, and souls, to coin a phrase. My name is Lewis. You can call me Lou, if you like.
Souls! Yeehaw! Okay, Lou.
Far out!
Yeehaw! I'm going to lay it all out. You're going to serve me. I'm going to show you the big game plan.
Cipher pulls out a laptop and fires up PowerPoint, the most evil presentation program.
You must understand, I play it low-key. I'm so far in the background, almost no one believes I exist. And I like it that way. But my organization actually controls the world system. And music is my masterpiece. I control billions of souls with my music.
Cipher pulls out an evil laser pointer.
First slide. In the 50s and 60s, I started gradually. At first, it was nice and soft. Then I gave them Elvis and the Beatles. Out of this came the Flower Children and the Protesters, and a near revolution. It was beautiful. In the 70s, I gave the world Kiss, Black Sabbath, and Motley Crue. My music pushes murder, drugs, free sex, and suicide to destroy country, home, and education. And man, is it doing it.
Golly, Cipher, then what happened?
Next, I started invading and distorting country, classical, soul, and Christian music. Who do you think started Christian rock?
Were you talking to me?
I did! You might as well know that I have my wolves in the churches, and you will be part of my pack.
But we're like Christians.
Don't give me that! You're bought and paid for, so shut up and listen!
Cipher wipes the spittle off of Max and recovers his composure.
Look, since pastors don't have the guts to keep my music out of their churches, I moved in. My heavy metal has turned millions into rockaholics. I've got the souls of the whole world dancing to my beat.
2 months later, in a mid-sized venue in the Midwest.
Man, Mr. Cipher, this is the biggest crowd we have ever played to, man.
Oh, man, I hope that we can pull this off.
The audience is yours because I've blessed you. Knock 'em dead. Those stupid little jerks have no idea what I've got planned.
1 minute, 2 minute, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're gonna rock!
Have my baby!
In the rock!
I love you!
With the rock!
Woo! They're the greatest! Woohoo! Yeah! Look at my boobs!
I might as well!
I'm having such a good time!
I don't want to go home at all.
$8
Except
for
with
beer!
Parents are overrated.
Later, backstage.
Lou was right. The world is ours, man. Girls are throwing themselves at us. I have a pocket full of women's underwear, man. This is living, dude.
Oh man, guys, the biggest distributor in the USA wants to sign us up. Awesome.
2 debauched years later, Lucky and his boyfriend. That's right, I said boyfriend. Meet with Cipher.
You can't marry each other! You'll destroy the image of the Green Angels!
But we're in love.
Face it, Lou. I am famous now. I'm bigger than you, so shut up.
Then I'll give you a little wedding present. Some AIDS!
3 very differently debauched months later.
Hey, Max, have you seen Lucky? He's skin and bones, man. He looks like death.
He's like got the AIDS, man, but big deal. We'll replace him.
But he used to be your best friend, man. How could you do that?
Who needs friends?
Later, after a debauched concert, a crowd forms outside, waiting for the Green Angels.
I want you to have my babies!
Okay there, kids. Stand back there. Show's over.
Dude, look at that mob.
For the first time ever, I can actually say show's over, and it can actually be in reference to an actual show that is actually over. Stand back.
Who's Lucy?
Dear Lord, let me reach at least one of them.
Lucy pushes forward and places something in his coat pocket.
Jesus loves you, Tom.
Were you talking to me?
Out of the way, lady.
Later, while debauching during a concert.
Embrace me. Love of death. Love of death.
Love of death. Uh-huh.
My heart. I can't breathe.
Give me your underwear.
Max once with a crash.
What's wrong with Max, man?
One slightly less debauched week later.
It's all over, man. Everything's ashes. Like, I don't know what that means, but Lucky died of AIDS, dude.
What?
Max OD'd and is into vampirism. Hey, what's this little book doing in my pocket?
Tom pulls out a small tract familiar to good people.
Right, good people?
I'm scared. You know? I'm not sure who I'm talking to, but I'm scared. Let's see what it says. Let's see, enough of the throwing the underwear. And you do this with that. Okay, yeah. Oh, God! I've been a fool! Please forgive me.
Stop that! What do you think you're doing? Remember, you're mine.
Tom falls to his knees, in a completely non-debauched manner, in prayer.
Not anymore, Lucifer, man.
Oh, I get it now.
Not anymore, Lucifer. I've submitted myself to God, and I'm resisting you in the power that Jesus has given me, man. And I just found out that when I made Jesus my Lord and Savior and stuff, the blood that, like, he got all over the cross canceled your contract, man.
Tom, no!
The Lord rebuke thee, Satan. Get thee hence in Jesus' name.
A few weeks later, in a completely botched church, a freshly shaved Tom addresses the congregation.
I learned the hard way that rock music, even much Christian rock, is a powerful demonic force controlled by Satan. To have the strength to resist it, you must, 1, die to self by crucifying your old flesh. 2, burn anything you have associated with rock music. Then you shall be set free.
Thank God Tom read that little tract I gave him. I wish it hadn't broken my hip.
Why did Lucky have to die?
Because he had the AIDS.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the end. All right, everyone. Hey. All right, everybody bow. Everyone bow.
Lucy's starting to smell a little like almonds.
Yeah. I think my favorite part is when Tom is reading his legal defense against Lucifer, and I just, he's really dragging it out. I just picture Satan standing there making hand gestures like, yeah, okay, come on, let's do the
Get to the point.
Get to the point. How are you getting out of this contract? What? But the blood clause.
The blood clause.
The fourth sequel to the Santa Claus.
They were running a little thin. And I don't want to toot our own horn, but just for Golden Globe consideration, we did that in one take.
One take.
It was like a big panning shot that everybody makes a big deal of with, like, Orson Welles does it. But,
Is one take wonder a thing? Is that a saying? Do people say that? Because that's what we are.
They say it about us.
We are 4 Carrie Underwoods doing sounds of music in one take right here.
That is
unrehearsed.
That is not a good reference.
Completely live.
I'll tell you the secret. Whenever Tom is speaking, the rest of us can take a leisurely sip of our water.
Oh, and by the way, I rewrote that a little bit. There were 4 members of the band, but since there's only 4 of us, it might have gotten confusing. So that's why Max OD'd and was into vampirism.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He OD'd, but vampires live forever, so.
He on some acetaminophen leaks blood is what he did. Stuff won't clot.
Tom was a little confused, actually.
Yeah.
But he cleans up great.
Couldn't even.
He does.
Yeah.
See, that's one of the things. If if you want to say, "Oh, the track was so much better than the audio play," well, sometimes you got to make concessions.
That's true.
This is the first time I've ever seen a Chick Tract comic book as a product placement within the actual story. I wonder which comic book Lucy gave to Tom.
Oh, if it was really recursive, it was this one. Ooh, and then it just keeps on going down the rabbit hole in like a Mobius strip sort of way.
In case you were interested, the song that they sing, as they're making it big, dude, in Swedish goes, Vi ska rock, 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 rock med klippan Jesus.
It actually has Jesus in it?
That's what it says.
But they're singing about Satan at that point, aren't they?
It's just like adding Swedish before a word. They have to add Jesus at the end if it's Christian.
Oh, so I like stop on it.
Well, see, they are singing Christian rock, and when they say we're going to rock with the rock, they're referring to the rock as the Lord.
Oh, I did not get that.
Yes.
Oh, I would have sung that completely different key if that was the case. if I'd gotten that.
So they essentially sang a footnote.
Yeah, I thought they were singing about the wrestler.
Right. Yeah.
I really like how in the beginning they're all upset because the minister didn't pay them the money for the gig. and they were like, you know, how come the preacher stopped us with our rock music? We were putting Jesus in it, just like all of the other rock bands. So I'm thinking, were they in there playing in God of the Vita, just throwing in Jesus every other line, you know, or like
in a God of the Vita, Jesus.
Yeah, you know, were they just doing that, you know? Were they like?
Well, yeah, it follows the Cartman principle of substituting baby or babe with Jesus. Yeah.
Yes.
Gonna lay you down, Jesus. Gonna love you the right way. One of the best South Parks ever, by the way.
Gonna find my Jesus, gonna hold him tight, gonna find some afternoon delight.
Archangels in flight. You know, it's funny. Paul and I used to be in a promising local band, and for like a month, we were trying to get a promoter / manager to get interested in us, and we found this guy who was really into promoting rap bands, and for some reason he took a shine to us, and he was talking about the contract. He was like, you guys can write anything to that contract that you want. Like if like you guys want hookers to be there at the recording session, you can write that in. And our drummer said, well, I was more interested in getting like dental in and that may be why we failed. If only we had went for hookers instead of competent health care. Oh.
Well, you know, all the hookers and blow won't help you if you chip a tooth and need a crown. Unless one of those hookers actually happens to be a fallen, like, dentist.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Everyone talks about falling angels. What about fallen dentists? Fallen hygienists?
Yeah. A real, you know, hacked up grill is kind of like a tattoo, you know. It's just sort of, it's a a badge. It's a badge of honor.
They'll know when I leave my bite mark.
Oh.
Thank you.
All right, well, audience, call us and let us know your adventures with Christianity.
Or misadventures with
You
Christianity.
can email us at towergram@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And Daggor will tell you the phone number.
The phone number is area code 502 Tower 2.
Hey!
Kablam!
Wow. How does he know this after only 150 episodes? That's some sort of supernatural thing, I'm thinking. There's a reason why he always plays Satan in our little radio plays.
I wrote it in Sharpie on my computer monitor.
Dear Lucifer.
Oh, yeah, the guys never got it, did they? How long were they with that guy? Like, hi, I'm Lucifer. He's like, yeah. And like, okay, thanks, Lou. And they,
Yeah, it's like he almost broke an elbow. It's like, but my first name is Lewis, but you can call me Lou. Dig. All right, man.
They never get it.
Cool, man. Well, you know, we never saw it in writing. If we saw it in writing, man.
Like,
oh, man, we screwed up.
So, what are you guys going to do on your Christmas break? From the podcast?
I'll not get AIDS and OD on vampirism. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that for free.
That's probably a good plan. I mean, it's better than some, you know, I've heard.
Yeah, I think I might work on some more Christian rock songs, you know. Maybe look into that. I don't know, you know.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm going to train and tame a mouse army to fight off hordes of snakes.
And I will be at the top of the bell tower shooting all of the dead zombie mice that are coming after me.
Because they're so doped up on Tylenol, they feel no pain.
They feel nothing. They just keep coming.
Actually, they would just feel slightly less pain and not clot properly.
They keep pressing the button, but nothing happens. Sorry.
We just know you've got a story, an opinion, or a crank calling you. Share it with us. Email us at towergram@gmail.com or call us at 502-2-TOWER-2 or 502-286-9372. Tower of Technobabble is sponsored by Panorama Creative Group. That's www.panoramacg.com.
Ben, your accent kept changing on Lucky. I have to notice.
That's what I love about it.
He started out kind of surfer, then he went southern, then he did a weird thing that I'm.
Well, I was kind of afraid I was sounding too much like Paul, and so I was trying to be more up, and Paul was more down. I was trying to be more up in country, I guess. I don't know.
That's the backstory. They were drifting apart. Just the progression of the character.
That's
why.
If that thing would have been a couple pages longer, I would have gotten into my Pakistan Irish.
You were the upbeat hillbilly redneck. I was the, I'm on dope lead singer guy.
See, I was on meth, if that helps.
What is my character's motivation?
And pharmaceuticals.
Meth, yeah. Okay.
I was the Prince of Darkness.
You were high on evil.